Hey everyone, welcome to Judging for the Win. I'm Dave, and this is my daily ruling. We're on day 2 of Strixhaven week, and today's question is going to be one that was submitted by a viewer. Thanks to Vincent Antoine Saucy for this question. Amy controls Killian and wants to cast Hex. Does Killian reduce the cost for Amy to cast this spell? So, if you've been following along with my videos for a while, you can probably already hear what I'm about to say. In order to see how this works, the first step is going to be to closely examine what these cards say. However, this question has the potential to be a little bit confusing because it shows that this concept can be taken too far. At first glance, you might think that Hex should not be any cheaper with Killian out. After all, Hex doesn't target a creature, it targets 6 of them. Unfortunately, that reasoning is incorrect, and Killian will in fact reduce the cost to cast this spell. The way that Killian's ability works is anytime you're casting a spell, it'll take a look at the targets, and if any of them is a creature, well, you're playing a spell that targets a creature, and so Killian's ability will kick in. The spell doesn't even have to say target creature on it, it just has to actually be targeting a creature. So for example, if you're playing Stone Rain against a Dryad Arbor, that would in fact count. Now, this is usually the part in the show where I would make this gesture and bring up a rule on screen from the CR that shows that I'm right. However, I don't think that's going to work today. As far as my research could show, there isn't any specific spot in the comprehensive rules that explicitly backs up what I'm saying here. Rather, in order to get this question right, a judge would have to be very familiar with how the various templates that Wizards uses for this type of effect interrelate. For example, Casmina is a spell that uses the exact same templating as Killian. However, it keys off of Planeswalker targeting also, which makes it a little bit more clear-cut about how it applies. Or, if you knew about Muckdrub, you could see what the template would look like if you were looking for one, and only one, creature target. It's a little bit unsatisfying to say that in order to get this question right, you would have to know about these unrelated types of cards and be able to apply them to this situation, but this is the sort of lexical gap that's inherent in the English language. I'm very curious to hear from my foreign viewers if this is an English-only problem, or if things are more clear in the language that you speak. I'd love to hear about it. I'd also love to know if somebody knows of a rule in the CR that I couldn't find that would say explicitly that this is how it works. If you have something like that, be sure to post in the comments. But that's all I have for you today. How did you do? Join me again tomorrow for another daily ruling, but until then, I hope you have a great day.